this is also the last time that we'll see you before we head to Bimini, so if you have any questions about that, make sure to get them in today, please. We'll open it up for questions. Kim, we'll get Mike to you.
Kim, it looked to me like that was probably the best offensive team y'all have played, and you must have been pleased that you got off to a good start defensively.
You're saying Northwestern was the best offensive team we played? Well, I think what they did, let's compliment them. When the game started, they made sure they used up the clock offensively. They weren't taking quick shots. They made us work defensively. I thought their stuff that they run, they didn't look at the score. They just kept being who they are. And I told the coach that after the game. I said, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Kim, when you and your staff were recruiting the young lady to your left, if you could pinpoint just one thing that you guys needed when you were recruiting her, what was that one thing about Flau'Jae that you had to have in your program?
Well, talent. I mean, we're recruiting talent. This game, we're trying to move up the ladder, in the SEC. And when we go out recruiting, you wanted kids that were familiar with the SEC, kids that wanted to play in the SEC, and it's just you need to get some talent in here. And she, with us being at LSU, is the first McDonald's All-American that we signed here, and that was big for us.
Coach, this is your 5th win in a row over 50 points and tying an NCAA record. It looks like look like you're ready to play other ranked teams. So if you don't mind me asking, how did the schedule plan out this way, and why are you playing your first ranked team in late January?
You meant to say 100 points instead of 50, right?
I did say 100, I'm sorry.
I thought you said 50. The schedule is done before I know I have Angel Reese. The schedule is done long before you know how many transfers you're getting in here. May have known we had her, but we can't sit here and go, well, let's wait to see who we sign before we do the schedule. We inherited a program that won 9 basketball games. And if you think I'm going to overschedule before I know what I have, that would be a terrible mistake. We will love next year with these kids coming back and playing together. We're on the phone now to try to improve the non-conference schedule. Scheduling is maybe other than recruiting, scheduling is, there's no exact science to it. But I've seen many coaches lose their job because they want to play everybody, and I'm not about that. I'm about developing kids. I'm about letting them get playing time, get confident. They know what it looks like out there, but I've got to keep coaching and making us better. And it's a progression. It's just you slowly get a better non-conference schedule.
Hey, Coach, here in the back. What does Angel give, or is she unique in the fact that she's a big person that steals the ball, can dribble, run the floor, do all these different things that maybe a typical post person can't do?
Well, she does do things as a 4-player that has been Achilles' heel, honestly, for me as a coach, because I like size, I like post play. And we have played teams that stretch the floor with their 4, and it was very uncomfortable. I don't have any qualms about even LaDeja. We have post play that I think can go out on the perimeter, move their feet, and yet come back in and get rebounds. That makes us better.
Okay, I have a question for Flau'Jae and then one for Angel. Flau'Jae, did you kind of feel like it came together for you tonight? It looked like you were playing well on both ends with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it was just defense for me. You know what I'm saying? Locking in on the defense. I got a lot of steals. Angel was just it's okay to mess up, but it start with defense. You know what I'm saying? And once I feel like we all got that mindset and we locked in, that's when the steals came, and then we was getting it up the court. You know what I'm saying? And then I got it going by getting my teammates going and trying to play unselfishly. You know what I'm saying? Get the ball to the post, make the extra pass and stuff like that. Like that's stuff that we're working on. So the defense made the offense.
And Angel, similar question. How have you folded into the rest of the women on this team? And do you think today was a day that y'all showed a big jump in progress?
Yeah, I think we played together as a team. I mean, I think almost everybody scored tonight, or everybody did something that was positive, and I feel like they all got confidence tonight. Even the freshmen, I mean, they know that they're going to mess up, and I'm a junior now, so being able to tell them it's okay to mess up, and if you mess up, get it back on defense. So being able to be a leader and being able to help them as an upperclassman is something that's important, and I think they did well tonight. Flau'Jae, you led the team tonight with 6 steals. Can you talk to me a little bit more about your...
For real? She's challenging you.
Yeah, because I'm sorry. You go.
I mean, it's right here. I can hand it over.
That's her cousin keeping the stats.
Can you talk to us a little bit about your hustle play tonight and how you keep wanting more and more, even though you guys are winning by 50-point margins?
I mean, it's like being around players like Angel. Like every practice, she leads in deflections, and I'm be right behind her every time. So I'm like, I can't let a post player get more deflections than me. You feel me? So just like having people like that, just bring that energy and makes you want to be better. Like I feel like Angel Reese is the definition of playing with somebody that makes you better. So like it just make me want to up my game. Like I'm the freshman, but like a lot of people are looking at me to do things, and I'm challenging myself defensively. Like if you can get that steal, take it. It's only gonna make me better when we play better teams.
Angel, if you can speak to, I think you said maybe growing up you used to play against your brothers and stuff like that. I mean, pick up games and whatnot. When did you kind of pick up the talent to be able to, move, like Coach said, move up and down the floor and also post up? I mean, did you focus on all your skills to be this versatile growing up?
When I was younger, I was a point guard. So I've always been a point guard since I was young until I hit middle school, high school. I moved down to the post. So I always had guard skills, but playing against my younger brother, he kind of got me tough to being able to do everything. So he blocked my shot a couple times, and being able to block shots is something I can do, but also being able to play out on the perimeter is something else I've always focused on. And Coach tonight, I took it personal when she said she's looking for the defensive stopper on the team, so I'm trying to get that.
Me too. Did y'all see her when they ran off the floor? I am your defensive stopper. I love that. Y'all didn't see that, okay? You probably didn't see Ryan Payne in uniform. She's graduating December the 11th. She wants to focus on her academics. See, y'all are slipping. That should have been the first thing you recognized, okay? But I'll take care of you media. Y'all think you know it all. Anything else? Huh?
Say something about the trip to Bimini.
Not really. I'm looking forward to it. We play, you know who we play, right? George Mason and UAB. And I'm not one to look ahead. So Coach Bob talked to me about what each one of them do. We'll practice tomorrow. We'll leave Tuesday and get the team prepared to go. Obviously, it's a work trip, but we're not going there and not have fun. I mean, I've been to Bimini. I would say the majority of them have not. They're going to get in a little boat. We can't even get on a plane because if you get on a big one, we can't land, on that runway. So we got to, go in 2 different planes. I don't like that. And then we'll get on a little boat, and then we'll go, and there's casinos there. And they know that all of them can gamble because I think the law is 18. One of my players told me that.
NCAA regulations, you can't gamble. So
yes, you can. You just can't bet on the games. You can get on a slot machine and play blackjack. According to my players, they have checked it out. I told them, a lot of y'all can't gamble because you got to be 21. And Izzy Bezelman, Coach, I've already looked it up. We can all gamble. It's 18 there. So leave it to Izzy, okay?
But it's going to be your first chance away from the team.
Yes, it is, and they're going to have to learn how to sleep with somebody you've been assigned to in a room. They're going to have to be at places now on time. Not that they're not here, but it's just different. You don't have your fans cheering for you. You're not on your court. You're not sleeping in your bed. So we're gonna try to stay focused. It's this time of year where you see upsets. You saw 3 of them yesterday, right? It's just anytime you start getting into the holiday season, non-conference, particularly when you go to neutral places, you're going to see a lot of upsets, both on the men's side and the women's side.
One final question before.
Flau'Jae, to you, I'm just curious, could you take us through kind of your pregame routine? How do you get ready? How do you get yourself kind of in that game mode, that game mindset?
Really just making sure I'm just like in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Coach Bob, he always told me like be where your feet are, and like how you do anything is how you do everything. So like I just watch a lot of Kobe, like a lot of inspirational. I have my music playing right before the game, and I'm just like there in the moment. You know, like I'm there in the moment. I make sure I pray, put my Bible verse on my wrist, and you know just go out and do what I need to do. You know, have that confidence in myself because we practice so hard. You know what I'm saying? That the games are easier. So just having that confidence and knowing my coach got confidence in me, obviously, it just make everything better. Like LSU is just the best school. I'm not gonna.
Period.
Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.